Hello and welcome to BierTier, the German engineer. Today we're back with oxygen not included, and we're gonna pick up where we left off last time. I think it is time to exploit the game just a tiny little bit. So let's just jump right into it and see how that works out for us. And here we are. This is what our base currently looks like from bottom to top. Let's take a quick peek all through this thing here. Pretty nice. But the first thing that I want to do is up here on the very top. Let's turn the overview back on and let's see. I only plan to make this here a very temporary solution, but I got a lot of comments that this is a horrible idea. A dude could be standing right here and the Radbolt could just hit him right in the face and more or less take him out immediately. So yes, while thinking about what I could do here, I thought we might as well make it a permanent solution. Let's run the game for a second. Here we go, and let's get started. First of all, we're gonna rip all this stuff here out. Nobody needs all this stuff here. And then we're gonna build a few more tiles. We're just gonna come over like 4 pieces, should be plenty. We're gonna build another one right here, and we're gonna get rid of this one right here. There we go. Let's get all of that built. Turn up the speed. And once we have that, we need to go to, where is that at? I believe it's in furniture. No, it's in utilities maybe? Yes, utilities. Just a row of drywall, just like that. And then next on the list is that we build conductive wire. Basically just right out of here. We're gonna come up one right there. And then back to radiation, we're gonna build a Radbolt generator. And we just turn it this way around. Why this way around, you may ask? I will show you once it is built. Wonderful. The next thing that I'm noticing is that we have enough space here. We have enough bathrooms, we have enough cots and whatnot for 18 dudes, but we only have 17. So let's see what we have here. Choose blueprint. Here we go. We have Stinky and May. What do we have here? Decrease construction, cooking, night owl. You're no good. What about Stinky? Iron gut, biohazardous, cannot do building errands. All of them are bad. Okay, we're gonna grab this fertilizer over here. Can't hurt to have some of that laying around, but we're not gonna bring on a new dupe. Both of those suck. We're gonna wait until we get a better RNG on those dupes. Next thing that I want to get ready is over here on the right, where we have our natural gas geyser. We are going to come up first of all with some power. That is very needed. There is no question. Kind of up to here. That should be okay. And we're gonna come down on this side on the bottom here. And this one here we can hook up because it's fine. It does just not matter. And we're gonna build some insulated tiles right along here. Then we're gonna, well, I actually wanted to dig it, but of course it also needs to get picked up over here. That's fine. Here we're gonna build infinite gas storage. And we're gonna also build an infinite gas storage right here. And on our left side, here we have a water geyser. Also here, I want to build an infinite liquid storage. So we're gonna build 2 infinite gas storages and 1 infinite liquid storage. That is the objective for today. And then next time around, we're gonna get started on this power brick that we're gonna build over here. The other problem is, since our power brick will not be operational, we need more coal. A lot more coal. So we're gonna dig up all the coal that we can find on this map. Nothing really matters right now. All this gas here, we can let all this chlorine here out. It's fine. We are about to build a gas pump where we just went all this stuff straight into space. So right here, let's see. We're just gonna say, no, maybe not that big. Maybe something like this here. 2 tiles. Let's come over here, deconstruct all of this here. We're gonna get rid of it. And over here, we're also going to start to dig into this area and get all the natural resources out of it that we can get. Wonderful. Here we're just gonna empty out that petroleum here and make plastic out of it so we have it when we need it. Pretty easy and straightforward. Up here I'm gonna increase the priority so that actually gets done. What is our priority for building it? Number 9. Wonderful, that is what we want, that's what we need. Build 1 more piece of stair and a fire pole right here. And then for plumbing, we're gonna build a bottle emptier and just plop it right there. That is all literally that's needed. Great. But here you might as well come up with the power and come all along here. Can't have enough of it. We will need it anyway. because building an infinite gas storage is a little bit tricky in these temperatures here. It is bloody freaking cold, if I may say so. So what we're gonna do is, let's see, we're gonna go to base and we're gonna build an airflow tile and we're gonna plop it right here. And then we're gonna build another one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Then another 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna plop it right here. That's exactly what we need. In ventilation, I'm going to build a gas vent and I'm gonna build it out of gold. Not because I'm worried about overheating, but because of the thermal conductivity. We're gonna plop all this down here. Let's make sure all the stuff here needs to get picked up. That is also pretty important. In utilities, I'm going to build a space heater right here. That is just to heat up those gas vents. We need to make sure that we are nice and warm in this general area here, at least for a good while. What we also will need is gas pumps. Those I'm also going to build out of gold. We still have too much crap in the way here. Let's get rid of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can get rid of this entire row here and that should be plenty. Meanwhile, while all of this stuff here is getting built, I'm going to go back and forth and dig out more coal. Again, the coal reservoirs that we still have are here and here. And I'm just going to dig all of this stuff out. Really nothing that interesting to see. We are just going to go one by one and dig up all this stuff. It's pretty easy and straightforward. Nothing that I will show further in this video. You know how to dig. Now that I got rid of those ladders, now we can go into ventilation and build 2 gas pumps, one here and one there. We're also going to build insulated gas pipes right here and right there, all the way over to here. That's where I want to have it, with a gas vent right there. Then we are going to go into automation. Where you at? There you are. And then we're gonna build an automation wire all the way to here, and an automation wire all the way to there. On the end of those wires, we're gonna put signal switches, one here and one there. And then, just for good measure, I'm gonna put a fire pole down here as well, just so we have it for later. What I also can't forget is that I immediately built the inputs here, because if I don't do it now, later I won't be able to reach it anymore. Very important to remember. And the gas bridge right here, so we are bridging from the left pump over the right into the output pipe, just like that. And now we gotta build all of this. Might as well already build insulated tiles right here. Those are just right now there to keep the heat in. Later on, we will need it for the actual storage. So that's basically just killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And this here's now what this here looks like. We have our gas vents here. They're still pretty cold. Still pretty cold. We need to get a little bit more heat in here. But our space heater here is going to overheat at 175 degrees, so that's going to be reached soon too. Let's see, does it normalize? Maybe so. We're going to let it run for just a little bit longer right now, and we're going to make sure that all this is heated up. And what I don't want is anything laying around. Down here in the bottom, while I was just telling the noobs to dig up more stuff, I just realized that our liquid reservoir up here is empty, which means easy and straightforward. We are deconstruct all of it. We don't need any of this stuff here on the bottom anymore. And at that point, we can also start to mop up the water that we put here just to cool down our polymer presses. What I'm also going to do preemptively for later, in plumbing, I'm going to find us a pitcher pump and I'm just going to put it right here. We need a little bit of oil. It's really not much that we will need, but I'm going to put it right here and I'm going to put a bottle emptier just right beside it on the other side. And I'm going to put a tile underneath it, just like that, so they can actually use it. So we can get oil in and oil out, however we want to do it. That's going to be good. And this bottle emptier, now that it is done, we're just going to set it to crude oil. If we find crude oil laying around somewhere, because we spilled it for who knows what reason, we're going to put it in there. But only crude oil, not all of this petroleum that will have to stay here for a little while. We're going to get rid of it later, whenever we have a storage for it. Up here on the top, right beside our exosuit forge, I have built 3 triage cots. Why would I do that? Well, the reason being is that I discovered a mistake we made down here. This door right here is too low. This saltwater gazier right here is gonna fill up and fill up and fill up all the way until right here. Right here, it's gonna then stop because it's gonna overpressure. But right here is also exactly where our door is. So we need to come a little bit further up with our door. So we're gonna build that as well. Pretty easy and straightforward. We're just gonna build 2 more rows. Gonna come over to here, gonna come over to there, and then plop our door right here. And the problem is, as soon as I open up the store here, or get rid of it, whatever I want to do, the dupes will be able to go down here into the scalding hot water and they're gonna get hurt. So we need some triage caught so they can actually get healed back up and do not diminish our efficiency. That's the basic idea. This area up here is now really hot, almost too hot. So we need to get rid of this here and actually get started on the construction process. So let's get rid of it. Let's do it with a number 9 priority. Now we're getting those suffocation notices because our dupes are in this area right here. They're not happy about it until they get out. It takes a little bit, but they cannot get stuck where they are. So nobody should die a horrible death, I hope. And now that this here is deconstructed, the temperature is gonna fall quite drastically and quite fast because we don't have any heat here. So we gotta turn this one here on, put it to water, enable auto bottle, give it a priority of 9, and I hope somebody will come by with some water here very soon before all of our heat is completely dissipated. And here is our water. We're gonna disable auto bottle, and as soon as the water is in, we're gonna turn this one here completely off, just like that, and then we're gonna mop right in this space right here. Currently, it is too much water for our gas vents to work. If you take a look, we have 22.9 kilograms in there. We need to have less than 500 grams per tile here. That is the goal. We have now mopped up once. There's still way too much water, so we're gonna mop a second time with a priority of 9 before all of our water freezes. Come on, dupes, get up there. And our second time mopping is done. Let's see. We have here 200 grams, 200 grams, 200 grams. All in all, still too much. So we're gonna mop one more time in this tile right here. Once again with a number 9 priority, of course. Or the dupes will never do it. Just need to make sure that our water doesn't freeze and the temperature is dropping quite drastically. Come on, Gustavo, really? And now it is mopped up. Let's see. That looks perfect. Now we gotta build, and we gotta build fast. So we gotta build one tile right here. I hope that dupe already got the contract to get started on it. We got another one right here. 2 more right there in that particular order. I'm gonna turn on our pumps so they create a vacuum in there, just like that. Let's see, how much water do we have in there now? 135 grams, 100 grams, 129 grams, 168 grams. That is exactly what we need, and all we have to do now is close it off with an insulated tile right here. Now we just need something to put in there. And what I want to put in there is natural gas. That is the master plan. This here is our natural gas storage. So all this here, I want to get rid of it. Pretty easy and straightforward. I literally just want to get rid of it. So we're gonna come out of here, come up with a pipe. Gonna build it all the way up to here. All this other stuff here on the side though. F7. I want to get rid of that as well. We don't need that anymore. Let's rip it out. Let's just release the oxygen into the base. That is perfectly fine. No harm, no foul. Gonna deconstruct this one here as well. And let's run the game so the dupes actually do something about it. And then here, instead of coming into there, what I actually want to happen is I want to come out of here, come up to the top and connect it into there. And then let's use our snipping tool and snip it off right there so we can come up to the top only. So we're gonna empty out the bottom, but at the same time, everything that's coming out new of this gas pump also goes straight to the top. That is the general idea of what we're doing here. How are we looking here on the top? No power. How do we have no power? I didn't build it high enough. Okay, so the conductive wire needs to go one higher, and then we take our Radbolt generator and point it into the direction of northeast, the top right, so it fires straight into there. We have a bunch of research left. Okay, well, it is what it is, not a big problem. And then up here, once again, we're going to enable auto bottle. We're going to say water, and at that point, we are just going to put some water in there. Everything that's laying around here, we're going to get rid of it. Don't want that stuff. And we can see how the temperature is rising here. The Radbolt generator is generating quite a lot of heat, and so does the material study terminal. But once the water is here in front of the story wall, that problem should be resolved. Up here on the top, I'm going to build a Radbolt reflector. Just so we're going to speed up this whole process here, I'm going to build a second Radbolt generator. Just like this. I'm going to put up some power. And then once it's built, I'm gonna tell this one here to fire into the bottom right, which is southeast, also into here, And then this Radbolt generator right here is going to fire up to here, and it's going to be moved into here. So we're basically just using 2 Radbolt generators instead of 1 to speed up our research process just a little bit. And here comes the water. Wonderful. Everything that is in excess is just going to run down, which is fine. We don't really care that much about it. We can tear out this drywall here actually and put in a tile instead. That is something that we can do for sure. Give it a 9 priority so somebody actually comes by and does it. The only problem is that these here use a lot of power. So what I also want to do is I want to put in some automation wire. We're going to come over to here, and I'm just going to put a switch right there. It's that simple. So I can turn it off when we don't need it. Pretty easy and straightforward once again. And here's Gemster. Killing it. Wonderful. Now we're just going to build a tile so the water doesn't dissipate. You can see it's still getting less because it's dissipating into space right now. So please build this tile here before it's all gone. I got to start the whole process over. And here we go. The water is now going to stay exactly where it is, and it's going to keep our Radbolt generators nice and cool. Wonderful. The last thing that's missing is here on the bottom. We got to build an insulated pipe system all the way to the top. And over here, I'm going to get immediately started. Also this here, we're going to tear it out, fill it up with insulated tiles. And we need some power once again. Where are we going to get some power from? From this line right here. Perfect. Gonna come over and build it all the way into there. And then over here, I also want to build a 3 high way over to there. Because all we're gonna do here is we're gonna build something simple like this here. Let's see, coming down all the way to here. Come over and then back up all the way to, let's say, right here. And 2 more and back over. And then we're gonna build a mechanized door right here. A little bit bigger. It could be 1 lower actually, 2 lower potentially, but that's fine. Better too much than not enough. Ladder on this side, a ladder on that side, fire pole, and fire pole. And then on the top, of course, we're also going to dig out 2. And this here again is a very shallow storage because we're going to build once again a storage that is infinite. And the whole pipe system now is built. The only thing that's missing is right here. Right here, we need a gas bridge. Just like that. Let's see, all this here is built. Yes, everything was reachable. Wonderful, just as I expected. And as soon as this bridge here is built, this gas bridge, it should happen here any second. The gas should start on flowing. Wonderful. Check up here that everything is all clear one last time. Yep. We have a vacuum in there, and the water is filling out all 4 tiles where our liquid vents are. Great. Now you're wondering probably why are there 4 gas vents and why are there 2 gas pumps? Reason being is that 1 gas pump, and we can observe that right here, is taking out 500 grams of oxygen. But when the pipe is actually full, as it is right here, it can hold 1,000 grams. So 2 pumps are actually filling up 1 pipe to the brim. And that is exactly what I'm trying to do, which is wonderful. That's why we have 2 of them. And the 4 vents on the bottom, we have 4 potential inputs. They just fit there. We wouldn't need 4. We could potentially only have 1, but why have 1 if we could have 4? And we can expand it later on. Maybe we can later on find 1 more of those natural gas geysers, and then we can just hook them up to another input. Just like that. Pretty easy and straightforward. Now we looking here in the top. We have 99.4 Radbolts in there. We just need a dupe to come by and actually do some research. Great. And we have new printables available. Maybe now is a good time to bring on a new dupe. Let's see. Okay, so we have Lyra. Lyra has cooking, research and digging, medicine, cuisine. Not the best dupe. What do we have over here? Marie. Machinery, farts frequently, cannot do attacking errands. Farting, not good. But supplying and digging, now that would be something that I could work with. Morale bonus while in space, increased agriculture, cuisine, allergic to fluorescent. I really don't care if you are. We have a bunch of fluorescent here, but it should be okay. I think you're a relatively decent dupe. So we're gonna get Otto. But Otto is of course not gonna stay Otto. Otto is going to be our first YouTube member. I have now 4 YouTube members. The other 3 are already here due to Discord, but we have 1 that is not yet in the game, and that is Fromulent Green. From Link Green, welcome to the game. Thank you very much for being a valued YouTube member. You can find the join button right beside the subscribe button. Not everybody has to join, but if you would leave a sub, I would definitely appreciate it. Let's take a look what else is going on over here. Our dupes are happily building away. Let's dig out some more stuff here. Wonderful. We can start digging here on the bottom, here on the side. We can dig the top 2 tiles right here. And we can put in some ladders as well. Great. Might as well go ahead and put in a liquid pump here, smack dab in the middle on the bottom. That's going to be fine. And then let's give it some insulated piping. Insulated piping, we are just going to come up here to the top. We're going to build the storage right above it. That's going to be perfect. Not a big deal. We will also need some power later on. So let's make sure we are ready to get some power into there. Great. And one more thing. I like to be able to control things, so we're going to build an automation wire all the way to here, and then a hydro sensor. Where you at? There you are. Right there. That is what that whole entire structure here is gonna look like. That's it. Not more, not less. Our storage here on the bottom is now already empty. It has already emptied itself all the way up to here, so let's take a look at that. We have now 20.1 kilograms of natural gas in each one of those 8 tiles. Wonderful. And nothing is complaining, even though those here should be over pressured at 2000 grams. We are way past 2000 grams. Great. We have a research completed. Wonderful. So we're going to go straight for the next one. Let's see. We need to find valve miniaturization right here. And that is going to be the next thing that I want to research. Good. And while our dupes are finishing up down here, I think it may be a good moment to start with our liquid infinite storage. So let's build a bunch of those tiles right here. Pause it for a second because I need to do some measurements here. Let's see, I need a liquid pump right here. Liquid pump right here, liquid pump right there. 1 space free, 2 spaces, just like that. That's what that should look like. Wonderful. Loops can keep on working now at this point in time. And then all we need to do is provide a way that we actually can get up there. That never hurts. Go up on the left side, that should be plenty, and we're just gonna delete everything. Let's get all of that built. Next thing we can do is build a liquid vent in here, and already put some pipes in here just so we can get that done as well. Coming down to here, over to there, over to here and out, and into there with a liquid bridge right there. And that is what that should look like when it's done. Over here we have a bunch of natural gas, chlorine, and then of course on the very bottom carbon dioxide. I think it is time to vent some of that stuff into space. So let's gonna build a pump. Let's see, where is it at? Right here. And I'm gonna build a double pump system, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna build, where could we build them? On here on the bottom somewhere would probably be optimal. Somewhere right here maybe. Yeah, that would work. That would actually work, best case scenario. But let's do that. We're gonna build one here and one there. We're gonna dig out 4 high all around it, so we can actually get a bunch of stuff in. And then on top of that, I'm gonna build 1 gas filter. Gas filter, how are we gonna build this here? Let's see, we can put it... I'm gonna build it right here. Yeah, that should work. Then I'm gonna come in with a gas pipe. We're just gonna come up to there and into there, and up to here and into there. Both of those pumps here should theoretically pump the same stuff the whole time, I would assume. Only one way to find out if that's true. And then connect this into there, and then come with another pipe out, come over to here, and then come straight up here. There shouldn't be a hell of a lot in the way. There we go. And into there. We're gonna build a gas bridge. Where was that connection? Right here. Just like that. And then here on the bottom, we will need another gas bridge that goes like this. And we will need some power. Power we are gonna provide before the switch, of course. Gonna come over, come down to here, build it into here, and then just build it into there. And we're gonna set this gas filter here immediately to natural gas. Once we get far enough down there that we actually suck this natural gas up that is all over here, we're gonna put that into our infinite storage. Might as well, why wouldn't we, right? And we are starting to pump now, wonderful. And all this stuff here, once again, is getting just vented out into space. There is no use for all this carbon dioxide, and I'm just gonna keep on digging down here so the gas can nicely come straight down to here. Also over here, we have a little bit of gas trapped. Not a big deal. We're just gonna open up the space here so it can flow over. And these pumps here should take care of everything. And it should go with 2 pumps pretty quickly. Cost us a little bit of energy, but currently we have it. We have it. Not a big deal. This here looks to be done. Great. All we have to do is get rid of all this stuff. And then we can actually already go ahead and start digging the stuff here up. Then we can research it, or better to say analyze it. Wonderful. Now that this here on the top is actually working so well, I might as well explain it really quickly. Let's get rid of that stuff up here. Why did I build it the way I built it? So let's see, we're still at only 30 degrees respectively, but if I take a look into the radiation overlay, both of those here are still getting 250 rads. 250 rads means that we are producing 25 Radbolts per cycle. So a total of 100 Radbolts every 2 cycles are generated by these 2 right here, which is quite a lot to say the least. And the drywall here is so the water does not dissipate into space. And if you look at the drywall, it only gives us 90 rads. So if I will build drywall right here, we only get 90 rads instead of 250. So that is quite a huge difference. And that's what all that is about. That is basically how this whole system here works. It's pretty easy and straightforward. Let's make sure our dupes don't die. Nope, no Radbolt is being fired. And now they never have a reason anymore to come over to here, ever. There is nothing here for them. The switch here is actuated by me and by nobody else, so the dupes are safe and we have a good sustainable system going for us. And now this whole area here is empty. That is exactly what that should look like. That here was a graphic bug, I guess? Interesting, have not seen that happen before. Well, we need to start deconstruct here. Let's see, do we have any pipes or anything else going through here? Nope, we do not. And our dupes will get hurt in the process. There is no question. I dread doing it. That's what happens when you make a mistake. And now we have actually expanded this area here without any major injuries. That is actually quite surprising. I expected it to be a hell of a lot worse. 1 dupe got hurt. 2 dupes got hurt. So let's assign them to the cots so they can lay down and sleep for a little bit and actually heal themselves up. It'll take a little while because it's not a hospital, but that's fine. Infinite gas storage has now, what do you have in there? 20.4 kilograms. We're getting more and more in there, slowly but steadily. And over here, our water gauge here is actually already producing water. We need to make sure that we get all of the stuff that's in here out, because the water is coming out at a toasty 95 degrees. Not a big deal, mainly because all of our dupes have Atmo suits on, but we can continue here in the top as well. So let's put a bottle emptier up here, just like that. That should be all that is needed, but once again, we want to make sure that all of the stuff that's in here is getting removed. We don't want any of that shit laying around. This insulated pipe here can go directly to this output, that's fine. And just so we can control it later on, I'm also going to put an automation wire on here. And I'm just going to come out to this side, and I'm going to put a signal switch on and an automation wire, another one. We're going to do the same thing here in the top. We're just going to come across, and over here I'm going to put another signal switch so I can control those pumps here as well. Because once it's built, once it's closed off, nothing will get in or out. I also said we need to get some power over there. Let's see, which wire was it? This one right here is only a potential load of 680. So let's tap into this one. Grab a conductive wire. Let's come out of here, come down to there. And on this height, we're going to come straight over there, up to here, and right here. It's not going to be connected up until the point when I actually build the wire bridge right here. Wonderful. Up here, I want to grab liquid and I want to grab crude oil. Enable auto bottle with a priority of 9, so a dupe should go all the way down to the bottom of our base to this pitcher pump here and grab us 200 kilograms of crude oil. That is all we need. And I just realized that we have already 411 kilograms in here. I kind of missed that we already put more than 2 bottles full in here. So let's finish this project up. We're gonna deconstruct that bottle emptier, just like that. Let's actually dig out this whole row here because we need it anyway, and then make sure that we sweep it all up. I don't want any of that stuff in here. It just doesn't look good. So let's make sure that doesn't become an issue. Down here, our water is slowly but steadily filling up wonderfully, and it's not a big deal. We can actually lock this door now. We don't need it open anymore. There's no reason for a dupe to ever come in here again. Wonderful. And meanwhile, we can start over here with our last infinite storage. So let's build the exact same thing that we built before. We're just gonna plop it right here. Well, might as well put a fire pole here so our dupes can get easier up and down. And of course the game had to save right in this moment, or lag, or whatever the hell it did. Let's start with our gas vents, made out of gold, 4 in a row. Then another airflow tail, 1, 2, 3 pieces further over right here. And then we're gonna build, once again, let's see, our gas pumps. Once again, built out of gold, right above it, right here and right there. And then we can start with already building our insulated tiles here and here, all the way around. Actually, all the way to here, I would think. On the back here, I'm gonna just build some ladders, just so our dupes can get up and down, and they don't get stuck like they are right now. Is there something breathable in there? Yes, so they're not gonna die immediately. Come on, dupes, build this stuff. We also need a bottle emptier, of course, right here, which means this here needs to go. Bottle emptier, turn it around, plop it right there. Wonderful. Oh, now they have to sleep here on the floor. I'm sorry, guys. Bad timing, I guess. And then in utilities, we're gonna plop a space heater once again right into here, just so we can get some heat in there. That is what we need first and foremost. Then we may as well take care of the plumbing. We're gonna build a gas pipe, an insulated one for that, over to here, out of here, and then we're gonna plop it. That's now suboptimal. Right here, I guess. It is what it is. Because I also still want to build our automation, of course. Our automation wire for the bottom right here goes to right there. And then I guess I'm gonna just put those two up here. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. Basically the exact same build that we built on the top, just now into the other direction. Not a big deal. Everything is built now. What's left is of course power. So we're gonna build our conductive wire up to here and up to there, just like that once again. And then we make sure that this here is getting nice and heated up. Wonderful. Meanwhile, over here, our infinite storage can finally be finished. It took a little bit, but we are getting there eventually. And all we have to do is top it off just like that. That is all, literally, that is needed. Only problem is, damn it, we need to dig one higher. Let's see, maybe we can do it. How can we do that? Oh, we're gonna get a dupe stuck in there. That's how we're gonna do that. Wonderful. You stupid old dupes, don't get stuck in there. Those dupes, I'm telling you. And now our infinite liquid storage is actually ready to go, so we can turn it on. I already hooked up the power. I almost forgot to give some power to those liquid pumps here. But now let's bring in some water and see how this whole system here works. Once again, here we have our overlay for our power. Just hook it up, pretty straightforward. Our overlay for our pipes, we don't have an output right now. We don't know what to do with the water. We just store it for now. And that's it. That is literally all it takes. We just need to make sure that down here in the bottom, we have crude oil, and we need to have about 200 kilograms. I put 400 in there. It does not hurt. It's fine. And we're just pumping the water down here from the bottom up to the top. It'll take a while to fill up. It filled up the first tile now, and it's going to flow over to the other tiles, and it's going to fill up all those tiles. And while we are waiting for that to happen, let's take a look over here. How is our heat looking? Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Wonderful. How hot is our space heater? 65 degrees. Yeah, it's pretty damn cold everywhere around here. Everywhere around here. I may as well build insulated tiles right here. We are gonna dig over here further later, but to rip out those tiles is pretty easy and straightforward. So let's just put them in there for right now, just so we can get a little bit of heat in this general area here. Let's also take a look at what our two gas pumps here are doing meanwhile. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. All of this here is now oxygen, and we are now pumping all this natural gas out of here. Let's take a look. All the natural gas is going to the right, all the other crap is going to the left, straight up into space. And let's see, what do we have now in our infinite storage up here? We have now 38 kilograms of natural gas per tile. Wonderful, wonderful. And up here, the heat should hold itself a little bit more steady now. We're not going to heat up this whole area here, that would be absolute overkill. We just need enough so that our water does not freeze. That is the whole objective that I have right now. And I think the point is reached where this here is hot enough, and we take a look. Yeah, I don't think this heat here is going to dissipate so fast that we cannot make do with it. So let's rip this here out, set our bottle emptier to water, and put it to 9 with enable auto bottle, so we actually get the water in here. And the 200 kilograms of water have just arrived, so we immediately gonna give the deconstruct order and make sure we don't get any more water in. And then we're gonna start mopping right there. One time for right now. Let's do that. And then every time we're gonna check what we have. And right now we have still 522 grams. That is too much. So let's do this again. And now we mopped up too much. I'm not sure how that could have happened, but we once again need a bottle emptier. Damn it. Now let's plop in another one. Full priority. We still have enough heat in here, so we can try it one more time if the dupes are fast enough. Come on, guys, let's do it. And we gotta immediately set it to water with 9 priority, enable auto bottle. Let's go. Let's grab the water. Come on, guys. And the water is here. I'm gonna turn off enable auto bottle. And then we're gonna get rid of it. And then let's try to mop over here maybe. Let's see if that works out better for us. With a number 9 priority, please. Let's get mopping. We definitely have to mop again, but let me cancel it when we have to. Let's see. 600 grams, 500 grams, 400 grams. That should be plenty. Let's see. Stop it real quick. See what we have here. Yeah, I think that should work as it is right now. Wonderful. Let's just make sure that this water here gets removed. Come on, dupes. Sweep it up. Get rid of it ASAP. And then let's build insulated tiles here and here and here and here. And the water is starting to freeze. Come on. Come on. Build this thing. Build it. Build it. Full priority. Build it. I hope we still have enough water in there. Let's see. 100 grams. 100 grams. 100 grams. 100 grams. Okay. That is actually perfect. Good. Very good. That was a close call though. Let's get rid of all of this here. Mop up the water. And then let's build our pipes. Let's see. I'm gonna build it with insulated pipes just to future-proof it, because you never know. We're gonna come up to here. Yeah, let's just keep on going into there, all the way over to here, and all the way over to... We may as well shorten it. No, nah, let's put it right there. That should be fine. Come down to here with a gas bridge and plop that in. So the first gas that we're gonna put in there is gonna come from the top. But before we can let the gas in, let's turn on our pumps. So we actually create a vacuum in there. That is pretty important. And the vacuum is created. We can turn them back off. Wonderful. In the bottom, we still have our water. And let's go back to our overlay. Let's grab the gas bridge that we need and plop it right there. And then the gas should start coming into our direction once we kill this one here. That has to happen. And the bridge is built and the first gas is on its way all the way down to here. Wonderful. And now we just need to make sure that it is actually turned on. That would be helpful. Just like that. And now we're starting to get hydrogen in there. Wonderful. Next on the list, we need to empty out all the stuff here. Of course, it's not any useful now that we have it still in those gas reservoirs. So let's do this pretty easy and straightforward. We're gonna take, let's see where we are at with a insulated pipe. And we're just gonna come out of here. And we're gonna cut this side here off. Meanwhile, this one here is still gonna power our hydrogen generator on the left side. Great. Now it's just a matter of time to wait until all this gas is actually vented in here. I'm also already gonna start with the deconstruction process because most of this stuff here we don't need anymore. So we may as well get rid of it. We're gonna start with the pipes and then the reservoirs as well as the tiles gonna come right after that. Meanwhile, we can check out our storage over here. Let's see what we got. Currently, we have 1,300 kilograms per tile, roughly. It's kind of fluctuating all the time, but that's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. And we're just going to pump more and more water in there. Again, it is infinite. As long as this thing here gives us water, we're going to put it in there. That is for sure. And I just realized that I, of course, made a horrible mistake. Holy shit. I forgot to get rid of this this tile right here, this airflow tile. All of our gas is escaping. We still have 33 kilograms up here, but half of the gas we were pumping in there is just going into nothing. So yeah, there's that. But also that can be remedied pretty easy. That is another time good that we have 4 inputs right here. And all I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna build a gas pump, a filtered gas pump to be precise, and I'm gonna slap it all the way here on the top. Just like that. I'm gonna give it some power as well. I'm gonna just come up with the conductive wire. This whole area over here is just gonna be a little bit of a mess for a little while, but it's okay. Nothing that couldn't be fixed in a heartbeat. And now this pump here is built. It is a filtered gas pump. So when we look, all it does is taking all the hydrogen out of this room and pumps it back into here where it belongs. And we now have 60 kilograms of hydrogen in there. It's pretty easy and straightforward. Yeah. Mistakes happen, but thankfully it happened in an area that we can block off just with a mechanized airlock. Just like that. Up here on the top, everything is now deconstructed, just a few pieces are missing, which means next on the list is we need to come down here all the way through. We can actually go through the tile here, that's fine. Come up to here, and into there. Just like that. Reason being is that last reservoir is gonna run out eventually. Since hydrogen goes up, I'm actually do it way different. I'm actually come all the way here and build another one of those pumps here on the top where RV ventilation, filter gas pumps. I'm just gonna put it right there and then come with an insulated gas pipe all the way down into here and then just open up the space. That should be pretty easy and straightforward once again, and we should get even more hydrogen out and into our storage. Nothing gets wasted. Wonderful. That's how that should look like. All right, over here, now everything is deconstructed. I replaced these tiles with airflow tiles and created an opening here for easier access for the dupes. This pump now is basically out of hydrogen, so we might as well get rid of it. Wonderful. And I think that should be it. Let's take another look. Our water over here, we are still pumping water in here. We are now at about 2.5 something tons, 3 tons sometimes. Like I said earlier, it is shifting around. That is nothing to be worried about. That's absolutely normal. But we're getting more and more water in here, and it's not in our way, which is great. Over here, our natural gas storage is at 51 kilograms per tile. Times 8 tiles. That's quite a lot of stuff that we already have. And we haven't even tapped into this dormant one over here. So that's definitely on the agenda as well. And last but not least, over down here, our hydrogen is at a whooping 144 kilograms. We are pumping everything we have in there. This whole area was filled a second ago with hydrogen. The hydrogen is coming all the way from the bottom, all the way up to the top here. And this pump here is making sure that it's getting put into our storage. Great. There's only one thing that we have left to do, and that is turn on these pumps right here, because now we have no more access to hydrogen. So actually our system over here stopped working. We're out of power. So let's make sure that works again by pumping in a bunch of hydrogen into our generator. It should immediately turn back on like nothing has ever happened. Let's see if that is correct. And just like that, the system is back up and running. Wonderful. And I think this is a very good moment to actually conclude this episode. So if you enjoy what I built here, with this a little bit of exploiting the game mechanics, and once again, the developers know about it. In my opinion, it is something that should and can be used, especially in later games, especially if you don't have a very high-end computer. You may actually be forced to use it if you like it or not. Your frame rate is gonna drop drastically if you build farms and farms and farms like that. So, wonderful. We have accomplished quite a lot. We also dug up a nice little space over here where we can get our power brick started next time around, because we are once again running a little bit low on coal. We still have plenty, 30 tons, 38, about 40 tons I would think. So could be a hell of a lot worse. How are we looking over here? But now we are actually starting to pump oxygen out into the atmosphere. So we need to do something about that too. We need to move our pumps further down, maybe right here or something, so we can get more and more of that shit off of our shoulders. But with that, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and comment down below. What could I do better? What do you think about this stuff here, this kind of exploiting the game mechanics? I am always happy to hear from you. So all I have left to say, thank you and peace.